Here to update you on the situation with the air conditioning units at Bush Airport. I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Jim Cesniak. He's the Chief Operating Officer for the Houston airports. Please note the spelling of his name. It's Jim, J-I-M. His last name is Cesniak. That's spelled S, C as in zebra, C as in Charlie, C as in zebra again, E-S-N-I-A-K. Cesniak. Again, he's the Chief Operating Officer for the Houston Airport System. With that, here comes Mr. Jim Cesniak.
All right, again, as Augusto said, I'm Jim Cesniak. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the Houston Airport System. So what happened is on a Sunday afternoon, one of the chillers for Bush International Airport tripped out. So at that time, the airport system immediately ordered some additional portable chillers to come in. Later, at about 3:30 in the morning today, we had another chiller that tripped out at that time. So we have two chillers down, and that's basically causing our system not to perform the level that we need. Our goal here is for 74 degrees plus or minus 2 degrees, and then right now in large parts of the terminal we're running around 76 to 77 degrees. Some of the older sections of the terminal may be a little bit hotter than that, but we've immediately again added that additional chilling capacity, and so those portable chillers are here on site and being hooked up and activated as we speak right now. So again, we are doing our best to help with the travelers and the customer experience. So our staff and terminal management is out actually handing out water to passengers on the other side of security, make sure that we can do the best for the passenger as we possibly can. So again, we're trying to make the steps necessary to get the repairs done. And again, we've brought that portable chiller capacity in here to help get the cooling capacity that we need. And again, that is in the process of being hooked up and should be by this afternoon installed.
And the chillers actually, that's what cools the water?
So basically the chillers in the central plant are what cool the water, and then they send the cold water into the terminal core, and then that cools the terminal buildings. So we had two different ones, and we're not exactly sure right now. We're troubleshooting that. So we have not only our maintenance is here, we have our contracted maintenance, and then we actually have the manufacturers of the machinery that's in the plants or on site, doing the best that we can to get those units returned to service as soon as possible. Again, it depends on what's going on with them. So again, we know one of the chillers is having an issue with its with one of the electrical systems over there. So that's troubleshooting an electrical system on that. So we have about 6 chillers here at the airport is the way that they function. And so with those two being down, that brings us down to a capacity issue that we're having right now. Yes. Yeah, so we're doing a multi-pronged attack at this, right? So we're again, we've got the manufacturers on site to be able to get the existing chillers up and running, but then we're also, again, with the portable chillers, doing the portable chillers in case we find out something that might be a long lead item or something like that. So we're not going to, let it, to chance. We're taking a permanent solution. We got a temporary solution, and we're running those both in parallel paths to make sure that we can get the cooling capacity back here as soon as quick as we can.
Something you guys think you're going to have to monitor throughout the summer?
Yeah, so again, we'll always have that monitoring during the summer where we're going to try and make sure that facilities are running. It's unusual to lose 2 chillers within less than 24 hours. So again, we do have some redundancy built into the plant, but when we lose 2 large chillers at that point, within 24 hours, that's unusual for us. So again, our goal for the terminal is 74 degrees plus or minus 2 degrees. And right now, if we look at the temperatures where we're monitoring, it's running around 76, 77, some areas 75, but we get some of the older areas that have a southern exposure, they might be a little bit higher than that. But again, we are, with our terminal services and guest experience folks, again, actively going out there with the passengers, providing water to them so that we can, again, make it as comfortable as possible.
What's done?
Well, so it was one of those that we had the one we had yesterday afternoon. We were bringing in the supplemental at the time, so at the time we would have sufficient capacity to be able to handle today's load until we lost the one at 3 a.m. And when we lost the one at 3 a.m., that's when we weren't going to have it. So again, we were actively trying to make sure that we could get it, and it's temperamental. So the temperature could rise or fall, depends on how much cloud cover you get in a day and the humidity and all kinds of factors in that. So again, as we were monitoring the way that the terminal was progressing during the day, it was the point where we needed to notify folks. What's that?
When do you expect to be back at 70?
So again, we're working on that. We got to see, again, the plan for this is that we're going to get that supplemental chilling in this evening, and what we're going to do is we're going to run the system on full blast so that overnight we can bring it down and chill it as much as we can for tomorrow. So then that way, hopefully tomorrow we'll be in our normal range. But again, we're going to continue to work, again, parallel paths. So again, working to get the main chillers up and running, and then plus we're running the supplemental chillers.
God forbid it happens, but what would happen if it were to reach 80 degrees? The auto plan in place?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's from a customer perspective. Where so we've done other supplemental things. So the other supplemental things, if we have some of the carts that power or provide air to aircraft. So we are bringing them around and having them pump a little air into the terminals. So again, we're trying to do all that we can with what we have available.
Do you expect to stay in 76, 77 throughout the night, and then you hope to be back to 74?
Yeah, so we've been monitoring the incremental increase in the temperature here in the terminal, and it's been relatively consistent. So it's not exponentially going up, it's just gradually rising. So again, with the supplemental cooling that we anticipate to have on this evening, with the nighttime and all that, we anticipate that will bring that back into the normal range over the evening. And then again, we are going to continue to press and monitor to make sure that we can try and keep that normal range for tomorrow and going forward.
You're also doing portable ACs?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so again, portable air conditioning units. So we've taken some of the air conditioning units that we use for cooling the aircraft that are out on the airfield. We're using that to supplement the airfield. Using that to supplement the air conditioning here at the airport.
I had a question about medical stuff and like medical stations set up for anyone who may overseas.
Yeah, so right now, again, our customer service team is wandering through the terminals, again, providing that water to the customers and keeping track of areas. There are cool places in the terminal. Again, it's 76, 77 degrees, so people have the ability to go into an area that it's not, again, as we stand here right now, it's not terribly uncomfortable. So it is one of those things that you have the ability to go to a place where it's cool.
Do y'all know how old the equipment is and exactly what terminal are being affected?
So it's so the central plant. It's a mix of equipment. So we've got some old, some new, and so but that system feeds all the terminals.
And what terminals are being affected? Just A?
No, so it's all terminals are aware of this because it's all that central plant feeds all terminals. So all terminals are there, but we're monitoring the temperatures in all the terminals.
Maybe it's related to other renovations or what's happening at the airport?
No, I mean, so the only thing that we're investigating is whether potentially some of the storms over the weekend, the power bumps that we received, maybe had a contributing factor to causing issues with the electronics that are controlling it. But that's under investigation right now with our staff and the manufacturers. So the temporary chillers that we have on site, those are in a public area. So you guys do have the ability to go over by the plant. You can take pictures of the temporary chillers that are installed. Augusto will be able to get you that. Yes.
I think we're okay. Any more last questions?
No.
No, but we can provide you with some of the activity that's going on the other side of the. And just to clarify as well, it's not a complete outage. It's just like it's not at full capacity running at this time. Okay.
Never happened before?
Again, chillers will go on and off. To have this level, no, we haven't. Not that I'm aware of that. We haven't had this level at Bush where you would have, where we've got below where we need to be. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.